Today in this lecture we are going to learn how can we develop a message box or a pop-up box like this. This box is generally required when you play a game. Okay, so how can you make this box and how can you code this box using BUI controls? That's what we are going to learn today in this lecture. So stay connected and please do watch the whole lecture without skipping any part. So let's dive into Unity and learn how can we code this thing. So for that we can use BUI assets. This is a link for the same, and I'm going to download the BUI assets from the asset store. So this is the button that you're going to see when you'll click on this link. I'm going to share this link with you guys in the description section. Okay, so automatically what is going to happen, you are going to get redirected to the asset store of your Unity platform, in which this thing is going to get open like this. So now from here we need to download this BUI plugins, and once everything will get downloaded, automatically we are going to see some folders over here under this assets section. So this is the folder that you're going to see. Okay, so we have successfully imported all the packages related to this BUI in our game. Now what we need to do is we need to create a C# script. Okay, we need to create a C# script. Let's name this script as enable BUI feature. Okay, this is the name of the script, and let's open this script by double clicking this file in the Visual Studio. So that's how the view of this script is going to look like. Now here we need to call so this is the view of the script. Okay, now here the first thing we need to do is we need to call the namespace, okay, of BUI. So there is a namespace called as Luke Waffle, okay, and the class that we need to call is BUI. So this is how we can call the BUI class using this Luke Waffle namespace. And now what we need to do is inside this start function we need to create a UI box. Okay, we need to create a UI box type of object. So we are going to name it as first box. Fine. And then as you guys know that for creating an object we use this keyword known as new. Okay, so whatever thing we have used here, UI box, the same thing we need to use here too, right? And after this what we can do is we need to pass something as parameters. So the first thing that I'm going to pass is a text which will be something like this: first box ID. Okay, that's what I want to see. And then it is BUI dot what type of text, what type of box I want to see, what type of message box I want to see. So if suppose you want to see BUI dot UI type, if you want to see a message box, so here in this type option you need to write down, you can write down message and just terminate the line by using the semicolon. Fine. After this, let's define the header part and the footer part for this first box object that we've created over here. So for defining the header part, the code that we are going to use is dot header. Fine. And what is the text that I want to get reflected in the header part? This is the text, my first title. This is the text that I want to get reflected, and let's put an exclamation sign also. So now let's define the text for the body part. So I'm going to copy this first box from here, and the object that I'm going to use, the property that I'm going to use is first box dot body. Okay, so do you want to exit? This is what I want to get reflected in the body part. Okay, and last but not the least, we need to put this, we need to create an instance of this, and we need to put it inside a queue. We need to add it to a queue, okay, in order to get it reflected on the game scene. Okay, let's save the changes and come back on the Unity platform. Now what we need to do is we need to add this script, the script that we have created, to the main camera. Okay, so we can drag it and drop it on this main camera like this. Let's play the game and see what's gonna happen when we'll hit this play button. So this is what you're going to see. Okay, this is a message box. Now we do not have any kind of button over here. If you want to define a button, so the code that we can use for defining a button is, the first thing, we need to create a button first, right? So for that, we can first create another function, void my button function, and then UI, we want a UI box in which we can place some information, right? So this is the variable that I'm going to use for placing the information in the UI box. And what else do I require? I require a button, right? So UI button is a keyword, and inside this also I'm going to define some information, button info. Okay, now here in the log section, if you want to get something reflected in the log section, so you can make use of this debug dot log keyword. Okay, that's how you can get something reflected in the log section. Button, fine, plus okay, I'm facing some issue with my keyboard, I think. Yeah, so after this, button info dot button text. Okay, this is what I want to get reflected. The second thing is some space in between, and then was clicked on box, and after that again some space. Okay, and then what we are going to have, we need the box ID, right? So our box ID is there in box info.id part. Let's see whether the code is correct or not. So this is box info. So these are the two variables we have used here. Box info, I have made use of it here, and okay, it should be enclosed in double inverted commas. That's where I was making mistake. That is the reason it was getting reflected in red. Now I think everything is fine. Let's see what is going to happen. Okay, we have not done one thing. We want to get it reflected inside that BUI message box, right? We want the button inside that message box. So for that, what we can do is we can make use of this first box dot, but there is a property called buttons. Okay, and now we need to add a button, so we can make use of this add keyword for adding the button. Now new UI button. This is a property that we can use for adding a new button, adding a button. First button. Okay, this is the text. Now let's call this function. How can we call this function? By placing this thing inside this. Okay, this is how we can call the function we have defined for creating a button. Let's see whether we'll be able to get the required result. It's a very simple scripting. Okay, so there is no hard thing. You can do it very easily. So after saving the changes, you need to hit this play button, and you can see here we have got this button, and the text that is getting reflected over here is first button. Okay, if you want to change this text, what you can do is here instead of first button, you can write down, if suppose you want to change it to click me. Okay, so save the changes and hit the play button. So here you're going to see click me. When you'll click on this button, you'll get to see this thing. Button click me was clicked on box first box ID. So this text is getting reflected here just because of this thing. Okay, this thing that we have got here. Fine. Let's comment it out. If we'll comment it out, what are we going to get? Let's see that also. We will be able to get the button or not. We need to check that. Yes, we are able to get the button. But we are not able to get the message that was reflected over here, that was getting reflected over here earlier. Okay, so that's how you can play with the codes. Whatever things you write down in this coding section, try to modify the things, try to comment some codes out so that you can know the actual purpose of that code that you have defined over here. Okay, so this is it. This is what I wanted to tell you in this lecture. Thank you very much for watching this lecture, and please do like and subscribe to my channel and share the link with the other students too.